sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we move on to week 2 of the preseason, and we've got a compelling matchup here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on our home team.
Brandon Gordon, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
In motion right is Johnston.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
And the Vikings 1st down.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll drop the throw.
Addison holds it in.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
And it's taken in by Quentin Johnston.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Brown will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Brown once more. And he will again run into a wall as he is stuffed at the 4-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll set up a throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
T.J. Hawkinson
from 3 yards out.
And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
Our home team, nothing.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
41-yard line.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. Now we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
Looking to put a drive together.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane.
Able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Second and 9.
He'll drop to throw.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Good coverage downfield led to him picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Down to the 10.
And all the way in for the touchdown.
Devon Achane.
41 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. A drive there of just 4 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They juked him.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That is caught.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Taking it about the 36. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a third down and long coming up.
Back to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
Partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. And now out comes Minnesota.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Jordan Addison. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes.
John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's taken to the 26. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a first down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw here.
Throw caught by Achane.
Complete to Devon Achane. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, They had to punt it away, this time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
It's a gain of 11. And the Vikings first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a give left side, Brown with it. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Now 3rd down and 7.
They'll look to throw here. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The home team's offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And he stopped immediately there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and
Now
10.
back to throw.
A short pass pulled in by Washington.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A gain of 10.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's into space past the 25.
And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 30.
Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Theo Johnson.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score.
5 plays there on that drive.
Visitors 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And the Vikings now heading on to the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
2nd and 5. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
And the Vikings first down. A gain of 7. First down, Minnesota.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this up to the 45-yard line.
Vikings first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. A nice little juke. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Robinson's got it. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll set up a throw. He'll try to pick it up himself, and he will slide to a hold at the end of that one. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. To the sideline and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the 2nd half. Both teams try to find the right formula to come out with the victory. And he won't quite make it to the 25. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Back at the 19-yard line.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
His pass complete to number 24. A 13-yard gain brings up 3rd and a yard.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Holding offense.
So following a holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Here's Fields.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 51 yards.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Fields now to throw. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
To the air again, Fields.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
Fields.
And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He stiff arms him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
On the deep ball. It's 2nd down and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not not super huge, maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
For number 80, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now a first carry here for the running back. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Visitors 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That's good for a 1st down.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So nice run there, but negated by the illegal block in the back.
Yeah, and on that type of a play as a receiver, you just want to kind of hold your guy up on the outside, do a little stalk blocking with him. But this time, got a little too aggressive, and out came the flag.
That's complete to DK. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
12 yards. That's another 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Okay, so they'll march backwards on the penalty there.
I don't know about you, partner. I thought that was maybe a little bit of a ticky-tack type of a call. Was that a clear block in the back when he got his man off balance? I thought that was a tough one.
Back now here on EA Sports.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Here's Fields. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Fields. He'll try and do this himself.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It's a gain of 8. That's another first down.
Now it's Fields.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
2nd and 4.
Play action. It's Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. Fields, such an athletic quarterback, gets him the first.
A gain of 19 yards. And a first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Suggestion, sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanket his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And out now come the Vikings.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Christian Wilkins
Busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Looking to throw.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Now Fields.
McKinnon here, it's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
On the option right is Fields.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was onto it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
At the 1-yard line. A big gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
Here we go on 4th down. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
No hesitation on the decision to go on 4th and goal from the 1, and they punch it in.
And I do believe that field position factors in there, too, because even if they don't get in, you're going to force the other guys to go to pull 99 yards. So, to me, a good calculated risk, which actually paid off.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
They'll start out here with the option left. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Fields going to keep it once more.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That was a good explosive run right there, and it brings up an interesting little dilemma, doesn't it? 4th and inches, got to decide what they want to do now. Not sure they expected to be in this situation with what they were facing on 3rd down.
A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew he was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
First down, Vikings.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. Back to throw again. They'll throw right side here, complete. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
It's 3rd and 7.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his big tight end here. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
On the stop. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.